being willing to be bold and ask for what I want and ask for help when I need it. I decided to get him these. Gingerbread Boy has been secured. The finished, glowy 5-minute drugstore, for the most part, makeup. All right, hello everyone. Take my glasses off so that the glare hopefully isn't too bad. It's almost 5 p.m. It's very dark. I wanted to sit down and have a little bit of a chat. I know at this time of year, I always start to think about what my focus is going to be in the new year. So some of us might think of that as a New Year's resolution. Some of us might think of it as just kind of where we're planning to direct our attention more in the new year, or maybe what goals we would like to work toward, connecting back with our conversation from last week. And so for me, leading into 2024, I am thinking a lot about, again, a theme that has been coming up for me lately, which is this idea of asking for what I want and asking for help. Accepting help from others, being willing to admit when I need help. That is something that I have realized more and more is very difficult for me. It's difficult for me to admit even to myself that I need help and then to ask that of others. It requires a lot of vulnerability. It's just something that is difficult for me at times. So it's something that I want to work on in the new year. I think this is one of those things that we can do in the smallest or the biggest of ways. Like for example, the other day I got tea at a little coffee shop and got back to the car and realized that they'd given me the wrong tea. And so I went back and forth with myself on whether or not I should just drink the tea, not a big deal, or go back and ask for Earl Grey. And again, this sounds like the dumbest thing ever, but it was kind of one of those things like, do I like force myself to drink this tea that I really don't want just because I don't want to inconvenience someone even though they gave me the wrong tea? Sam ended up taking it back in and getting the right tea, getting the Earl Grey. I felt guilty about it. I felt badly about it and like, oh my gosh, I'm so high maintenance, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it really didn't hurt anyone other than myself with the worry to ask for what I wanted, what I had originally requested, which was the Earl Grey tea. And I think that this is a metaphor for a much bigger idea, which is that a lot of us move through day to day trying not to inconvenience other people, but accepting the fact that we have to be inconvenienced often because maybe we're that person that they always go to complete those little extra tasks that have fallen through the cracks. Maybe we tend to do other people's jobs for them a lot of the time, or we always say yes when someone asks us if we can do something, even if we don't really have the time. For me, I have always been that person, and I think as I come closer to the end of my PhD, I'm starting to pull back a little bit more on those types of behaviors because I think sometimes we can actually do other people a disservice when we do that. So when we do someone else's job for them, when we're constantly picking up everyone else's slack, but more than anything, we can do ourselves a disservice. We can sort of misattribute our efforts and end up with excess burnout, exhaustion, stress, worry, all of the things. This also connects back to last week's discussion about occupying our own space because sometimes we have to admit to ourselves what isn't our space, what isn't our responsibility, even though it can sometimes feel maybe more secure to kind of control and manage everything. Sometimes it's beneficial to pull back on that. This comes into play with asking people for what we want or asking people for help. Hey, I'm actually a little bit overwhelmed with the tasks that I already have right now. I'm not able to take on that extra one. So simple and yet so difficult for many of us, myself included. As I think about kind of what I want to embody in 2024, I'm thinking a lot about that. Being willing to be bold and ask for what I want, and in doing so, to ask for help when I need it, because sometimes that is what I truly want deep down, but it's difficult to admit to myself and to others. I would love to know what you are setting out as your resolution, your goal, or your point of intention for 2024. It is right around the corner. From my own experience, it really helps if I start to kind of set these ideas in motion in mid to late December, because then I'm ready to hit the ground running once 2024 or the new year rolls around. I am making ground lamb tacos tonight, which is different. It's a new recipe that we haven't tried before, but it sounded good and it's a nice alternative to ground beef. I will probably get started on that here in the next 15 minutes or so. We'll see. I wanted to mention this sweater that I have on. It says Amore. It is from Target. It's nice oversized. This is a size small and you can see I've got a nice bit of room in the arms, so I really like that. They have it in some other prints as well. They have one that says Bonjour that I'm interested in, and a Ciao Ciao, and a couple of others. So I will link it down below. It's extremely soft, almost cashmere-like. I will say caring for it is going to be an experience because it's like hand wash, lay flat to dry type of thing. But I'm really impressed with how soft it is. I've had it on all day and I've been really cozy, no itchiness, nothing like that. So loving this, and it's pretty affordable too, especially for a cashmere-like feel. So that is the outfit of the day, just wearing some cozy oversized sweats from Old Navy, which I have mentioned before. I can link these too. I'm in a medium and they're huge on me and I absolutely love it. I have diced onion that I'm going to saute for a little bit, and then I will add in the meat. Ground lamb, got from Whole Foods. I need to do this lime. That's the important part. I have a bunch of spices here. I'm not actually following a recipe. I just had seen like a ground beef or ground lamb taco recipe, and that's what inspired it. I'm just gonna do a bunch of spices, so like oregano, cumin, chili powder, coriander, paprika, and then onion and garlic powder. And then we got these corn tortillas to serve in. Hi. It's the sewing machine.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Ooh, these are hot. Hopefully
They look super hot.
Yeah.
I forgot that I was gonna do some oil and kind of fry off the tortillas. Crunchy tortillas would have been good. I didn't think about it though.
Maybe next time. What are you doing?
Making hard taco shells. Alright, we're doing redo bite with crunchy shell taco, which is what I initially had intended to do, but forgot that was my plan. Can we wait for you?
No, you can go for it.
Mm-hmm.
A little better?
It's good.
Yum.
It's bomb.
I agree.
How funny is this? I come in here to grab these gift tags and scotch tape so I can wrap a gift, and just instinctively also pick up the rolling pin. It is one of those days. But in all seriousness, I am just really tired. I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping this week. I think just stress with family stuff going on, and so I'm pretty fatigued. If you have ever dealt with a parent who is sick, you know that the experience is just very chronic, and the worry just wears on you day after day. And so that's kind of what I've been dealing with. Because of that, I'm very tired. But I am about to wrap Sam's Christmas gift. We aren't really big on getting each other gifts. Most Christmases, we'll either get each other one item or we'll just elect not to get each other gifts. It's not really the way that either of us show our love. But did anyone else love hitting themselves in the head with wrapping paper as a kid? I got this wrapping paper from the Dollar Tree, popped in there the other day. I always like to pop in during holidays, particularly Christmas, to see what they have. It's kind of like this retro vintage looking Santa, which I loved from the moment I saw it. So I grabbed 2 of these, but I got him a pair of Uggs. He has a pair of house slippers that he always wants to wear outside. And then that kind of defeats the purpose of them being house slippers. So I decided to get him these. These are the Numel, I think is what they're called. They were sold out on like Nordstrom and Uggs, so I got them from Amazon. I really wanted it in this color specifically, this kind of nice dark brown. And I recently ordered the Ugg sprays so that we can waterproof. So I'll make sure he waterproofs them before he wears them, but they're really nice and cozy and not too heavy either, considering. So that's what I got him. So now he has something cozy that he can wear out. I actually had some meetings canceled this afternoon, so that's why I have this time. So if I have energy after wrapping, I might do a little bit of house cleaning, kind of front load it for the weekend so that we have more of our Saturday and Sunday free. Here it is. Really love the paper, and you can't beat it for dollar store. And then I got these from there too, like some little name tags. I'm gonna add one because why not? I guess I'll do the Merry Christmas, my dear. And then I found this that I had. So I'm gonna do the name tag portion now, and that will be it. Cute. You might not be able to hear us because of the rain, but the Gingerbread Boy has been secured. I'm excited for this. It's a really cute little place that we've never noticed before. Ooh, it smells good.
The Gingerbread Construction Company.
Oh, nice. That's kind of soft. It's not that gingerbready. I honestly think
It's a good cookie. It could be spicier.
Your mom has made better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's cute though. This place is adorable.
I think it could be spicier.
I think they do like shipping and they have sets. It's fine with our chai. Good morning. I do not know if my camera is going to make it through this. I think it's going to die soon, but we're gonna give it our best shot. I'm gonna do some drugstore makeup. I'm starting off with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I have this in the Fair Light shade 2. So it's definitely a little bit darker than my skin tone, but I actually wanted that because I want it to give me a little bit of color. As I have said before, I'm quite pale right now. I need to do a little bit of self-tan here soon. This blends in nicely and helps to give me a little color. I'm rushing a bit. I have a meeting here soon. And I'm gonna go in with one more layer. I've only used this once before, I wanna say. I think yesterday was my first time using it. And I just did the one layer just to kind of warm up the sides of my face, but I think today I'm gonna go in with one more and kind of see how it can build. Okay, so there's that. And one thing I did notice yesterday is I felt like it got even better kind of as it sat in on the skin throughout the day. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, if I haven't mentioned that, in Fair Warm. A little of this goes a long way. So I never usually go for a warm undertone concealer, but when I looked at the shades online, it looked like this warmer one was a little bit more neutral looking than the neutral one. It doesn't make much sense. It is definitely full coverage. Let's do some bronzer. This is the Revolution bronzer, still drugstore. I take this over the cheeks, kind of doing like the 3 shape. Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. I'm going to come in with brows. So this is the NYX or NYX Fill and Fluff. I've used this for a long time now. Great product. And then I also use their brow gel, the Thick It Stick It in Brunette, I believe. My brows need some love, but I have not set aside the time for that. Okay, if you are looking for a drugstore blush, I highly recommend the Revolution Bright Light Divine Dark Pink. It's a really good one. I'm very much on my Patrick Ta kick, so this is my cheap product that is not drugstore. I'm just gonna come in and brighten up the cheek. Here's the finished makeup in the natural light. I'm just standing in front of a window. You can see it's nice and glowy. And then one thing I forgot to mention is I got a freckle pen so that I could bring back some of my more defining freckles. I obviously have several of them, but I have a few that are really defining, and I don't like when the concealer just completely washes them out. I think it makes my face just look less natural, and I don't love it. So I got a freckle pen. It's really affordable off of Amazon. I will link that for you as well. You just do a quick dot and then dab it out with your finger. You can also throw a little bit of powder over top of it to help it look even more natural. I am just keeping the glowy look today, so I don't have any powder on with it. But that is the finished glowy 5-minute drugstore, for the most part, makeup.